Are you feeling sore and tight on one side of your lower back, and it's like this nagging pain so deep inside you can't seem to reach it? Well, hi, this is your physical therapist, Henry Troy from Insider Physical Therapy, and today let's talk about this problem muscle, Quadratus Lumborum, also known as the QL. In this video, I'm going to show you the only stretch you'll probably need to really get that QL to stretch, then teach you how to activate that muscle, and we'll go through 3 simple exercises to really strengthen that QL. And at the end, I want to show you a self-massage technique that I use all the time to really get that QL to calm down. Before going into the exercises, let's quickly talk about what the muscle is and what it does to have a better understanding of it. It's a muscle very deep inside your lower back, attaching from your pelvis to your lumbar spine and your 12th rib. And because of the attachment, it can pull on your torso, giving you all kinds of trouble. It's responsible for extending your spine, side bending your spine, and keeping your pelvis leveled. Now, if you understand the function of the muscle, you'll understand why I picked the exercises I talk about in the video. But let's discuss one common thing I see in my QL patient, and they usually have a posture like this with an anterior pelvic tilt, butt sticking up. This creates a lot of tension in the low back as the QL is shortened and hypertonic all the time. So finally, let's get into the exercises, starting with the stretch. So place one hand on the wall and cross your leg in front of you and push your hips into the wall. You should start feeling a stretch on the side there. If you feel like the stretch is strong enough, you can just hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute. If you want to feel a bigger stretch, then move your hips back as far as you can, and you should feel a stronger stretch coming on. So now you know how to stretch your QL, but how many of you know what it feels like to activate or use your QL? By that, I mean if I tell you to flex your bicep, it's a no-brainer and you'll do this motion, right? But what if I told you to flex your QL? So the easiest way to feel your QL muscle is by doing this exercise. Find any step you can and place both of your hands on top of your pelvis, then drop your pelvis down and up on one side. Now avoid bending your knee on the step and bending sideways to do this. If you do this exercise right, you'll feel some soreness in your QL in the beginning, but it should start feeling better after a few reps. And now that you know how to activate your QL, let's strengthen it further by doing some lateral trunk flexion on the ball. Place the ball right above your hips and latch onto a wall with your feet, and start some side bending going through the whole range of motion. You should feel your QL here working hard to complete this motion against gravity. If it's too easy, extend your arm over your head. You can do this 20 reps for 3 sets and your QL should start feeling better and stronger. The last exercise is a farmer's carry. Grab a weight you're comfortable with in both hands, and first check that your pelvis is even when you stand on one leg, and also that your hips are moving side to side when you're walking. Now walk slowly to maximize your time on one leg, and walk for 1 minute for 3 sets. Since one of the functions is to keep your pelvis even, this exercise will help strengthen your QL. Now let's talk about how to massage it yourself. QL is so deep that you can't go from the back. You actually have to go from the side to target it. It's possible to use a massage ball or a foam roller, but I prefer using my thumb because I can get deeper into the QL. So relax your low back, find the space between your last rib and the top of your pelvis. Now if you divide yourself into third, go from the posterior third, push your thumb in as deep as you can, and you should feel a sore spot right there. Oof. I like to bend towards the side I'm working on because that relaxes the muscle and I can get my thumbs deeper in. Then I like to come back to the middle and move to the side again and come back to the middle. That'll allow me to work through the whole muscle right there. And I'll change a spot and continue on the cycle.